Okay, this is the flute solo entitled Dance Song. So whether you're playing this on flute, clarinet, saxophone, or what have you, I'm going to give you some pointers that will help you to prepare this for band concerts, for playing for your family, or for playing for solo and ensemble. Articulation, slurring, and tonguing. Measure 11 is played 5 times. Slur 2, tongue 2. Ti-ya-ta-ta, ti-ya-ta-ta. So 11 is played like so. Be very distinct on the notes that are tongue. Ti-ya-ta-ta. You're going to play those a little bit shorter. And the general rule is when you slur from one note to the next note, the second note that's slurred to is played a little shorter. As opposed to. So the second note's a little shorter. Okay? Make sure that you play all of the quarter notes the same length. Alright? I can't overemphasize that enough. Take in enough air so that you can play for 8 counts without taking a breath. Alright? Don't clip any of the quarter notes short. If you're going to clip any, it's going to be the 4th note of measure 6, measure 14, and others like that. Alright? So make sure that you are taking in enough air, inhaling enough so that you can make the phrase all the way to the end. So, 5 to 13 is the same as 13 to 21. Okay? Which is the same as 33 to 41, and so forth. So, we have a lot of repetitiveness here. We're breaking up the monotony of the solo with forte, which is loud, versus piano, which is soft. So make sure that you make a difference between 5 to 13 and 13 to 20. It's a little bit harder to do that on the flute. You don't want to blow too fast to play louder on the forte sections because you'll overshoot the note and it'll go up to the next octave, and we don't want that. So the first few measures are going to be played like so. Close attention to the A, the low A in measure 6. A lot of flute players will play that and just sort of fluff it off and go on to the B flat. Make sure that it's nice and solid. So you want to go. Adjust your embouchure, okay, to make sure that you're right in the center of that. Nice, solid. You want your bottom lip to be flat, like you're pouting. I know none of you out there have ever pouted to get your way with your parents, but everything is relaxed. Okay, if you watch professional flute players on YouTube or wherever, they've always got this bottom lip flattened out. Okay, if you smile, you're going to get a thin tone, but you want to flatten it out so that you get a nice and full sound. Now, if I don't flatten my lip, if I pull it up like I'm smiling, I'm going to play with an airy tone. You hear the difference? Now, if I flatten my lip and relax, okay, just a nice full tone. So, we go on from there at measure 9 and finish the phrase. Okay? You notice the long tones, the half notes. You hear the little wave, okay? That's called vibrato. That is a technique that we do with our air, with our throat. It's for another day, it's for another lesson, but we're trying to imitate people who are singing, and very good singers always, when they have a long note, let's say half notes or longer, the note is going to waver a little bit. The pitch is going to go up and down, and it just sounds more artistic to do that, more authentic. So anytime in this song that we have a half note or longer, I don't think we have anything longer than a half note here. The half notes are going to have some vibrato, and really the quarter notes will too, but we'll do that on another day. So that is the first phrase. So get that down. Make sure that you're playing all of the quarter notes the same length. Make sure that you are articulating slur two, tongue two, slur two, tongue two, bong. Okay? Now the only part of the tune that's left to learn, quite frankly, is measure 25 through 28. Everything else we've already played. It's a pretty repetitive solo. So here's 25. Okay? Make sure that you keep your fingers very close to the keys. All right? You're going to be a lot more precise, especially if you're playing with an open hole flute. I play with a closed hole flute, so I can get by with some flipping and flopping, but I don't do that. Everything is as close to the keys as possible so that your technique is better and you can move from one note to another with ease, okay? So, that being said, let's go to 25 and play it to the end, okay? Here's 25 to the end. Play to the end, because guess what, 41 to the end is just like 33 to 41. So play this with precision, but play it with musicality. All right, and how do we do that? We make sure all the notes are the same length, all the quarter notes. We breathe in the right places. All of these are marked, and we play with vibrato. Okay, so play it like you would sing it. All right. Practice this, have fun learning it, and continue working on this as well as more advanced things, more advanced music as you can do that. So, have a blessed day and stay tuned for more and have fun.